Hi, today I'm going to show you how to make a pocket matchbook treat holder. As you can see, it looks like a pocket matchbook, but when you open this up, it has a little insert that you can put a Ghirardelli chocolate square in. I will start by showing you how to make the little insert for the candy to fit in. You'll need to cut a piece of cardstock to 5 3/4 inches by 2 3/8 inches. You'll need to put score lines at 2 1/4, 2 1/2, 2 3/4, 5, 5 1/4, and 5 1/2 inches. I'm using my score pal to do my score lines. I don't have a score line at 2 1/4, but I do have one at 4 1/4. So I'm going to line the edge of my cardstock up at the 2-inch line and score at 4 1/4. I need a score line another 1/4 inch, and so I will score at 4 1/2. Now I need another one, another 1/4 inch over, so I'm just going to slide my cardstock over a 1/4 inch, and the score lines I already scored will fit right into the grooves at 4 and 4 1/4, and then I'll make another one at 4 1/2. So that gives me my first 3 score lines. I need another one at 5 inches. This one I can do with cardstock lined up at the corner, and go ahead and make my 5-inch score. Now I need 2 more score lines at 5 1/4 and 5 1/2. So I'm going to turn the cardstock over and use the grooves at 4 1/4 and 4 inches. I put the score line that I already made in the 4 1/2 inch groove, and then I'll use the 2 grooves at 4 and 4 1/4. Now we need to make the mountain and valley folds, so I'll start by folding the cardstock over one way, and then the opposite direction on the next fold, and then again the other way. Turn the cardstock over and do the same thing. And then back the other direction and back again. So now it looks like that, and we need to adhere this edge, so I will get a piece of score tape and put it on the end here. Try to line that up. And now I have the pocket insert. Now we need to cut a piece of cardstock to 7 3/8 by 2 3/4. And you'll need score lines at 3, 3 1/2, and 6 3/4 inches. Since I'm using the score pal to make my lines, I'm going to line up the right side at the 11-inch mark and make a score line 3 inches over at the 8-inch mark. I need another one at 3 1/2 inches, so I'll back up to 7 1/2 inches for my next score line. And then if I make a score line at 4 1/4, that will be the 6 3/4 that I need. Now all the folds will go in the same direction, so I will fold there, and there, and there. And that's the basic shape. Now we need to put the pocket insert, inside, like so. Now to do this you could use brads or staples, whatever you have on hand. I have brads. To make it a little easier, I'm going to put a little piece of adhesive here just to keep it in place. Cut another piece of score tape. Now if you do use it here, you want to be sure to leave most of this clean, otherwise your flap won't tuck in. So with that in, I can put the insert in place, fold that small flap over, and it'll stay put so that I can place my brads easily. Now, just like with the adhesive, you don't want your brads to be up too high or your flap won't be able to slide in. So just punch some holes for your brads. And put your brads in. Now, you could leave it like that, but I like to put some adhesive back here so that the flap will stay nice like that. So I'll use another piece of score tape and place that on the back. That's the basic design, but you'll want to decorate the front and the inside. So I already have some pieces stamped. For the inside, the largest size, if you cut this to 2 inches by 1 3/4 inches, it should fit perfectly on the little insert. So then you can just add additional layers, getting smaller. And I'll just layer those up. And a little more adhesive. And then for the outside, if you cut your largest piece to 2.5 inches by 2.5 inches, that should fit nicely. And then I just made more layers again, a little smaller than the largest. I have an image all cut out and ready to go here. I put pop dots on the back to give it a little added dimension. Okay, place my image and add a little more adhesive to the back. And position that. And now you can just put the Ghirardelli square in. It fits a little better if you fold the flap over and close it up. And there's your pocket matchbook card. Thanks for watching. Bye.